yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your f***ing cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative, I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase the bag, I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch.
Slowing down,
I'll give up everything.
daunting thought.
If I could see my dreams,
I'll make things right.
'cause I'll do anything
To make
what a reality.
Don't let go. Don't let go.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into What's Shaking Titans. I'm your host, Gary Bailey, and we want to welcome everyone back live here. We do apologize for the technical difficulties that have unfortunately been just attacking us today. My computer crashed, so our stream got cut off, but we are back live right now with you guys here. So we're gonna restart from the very top and run through everything for y'all from the beginning all the way through. But before we get started, I'm going to make sure and run a quick double check on everything. So if y'all don't mind just being a little bit more patient here while we allow time for everybody to get tuned back in live. Once again, do want to apologize for the misconvenience we've been having.
Sick of the venom in my brain, running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this, I just wanna break these chains. Always asking for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once that I so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started to outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate.
All right, guys, welcome into What's Shaking Titans. I'm your host, Gary Bailey, and joining me right over there is my sister, April. Guys, we once again want to apologize for all the technical difficulties, but if you are currently watching us live right now on YouTube, please take this time to subscribe to our channel. Turn on notifications to get the latest from What's Shaking Titans, as well as give us a big thumbs up. That will help us out with YouTube's algorithm. That way more people get to see our videos. We'll pop up more often. And then if you're watching us live right now on Facebook, share us to your Facebook page, share us to your groups, share us to your friends and their messenger. Sharing is caring. The more you share us out, the more people get to know about us, and we'll have the chance to get some awesome, great Titans content. So, guys, with all that being said, we're gonna go briefly, real quick, and just kind of go through a couple of the topics that we had talked about previously before our live stream crashed. Unfortunately, I had to delete that live stream off of YouTube in order to get this one to come up because it's the same title. So, we're having to kind of recover all of our content, but we did lose all of our comments and live. So if you are watching us live right now, feel free to comment. We will shout you out. With all that being said, we're going to start today off with Titans trade for Ugo Amadi, former safety / defensive back from the Seattle Seahawks, who was, as of 10 days ago, traded to the Eagles, who traded him to the Tennessee Titans for a 2024 7th round pick, and the Titans send them a 2024 6th round pick. Ugo Amadi has been known for his man coverage, not so much for his zone coverage, but he definitely might bring something to the Titans defense that could help fill that void of Buster Skrine since he retired. April, is there anything you would like to add in on Ugo Amadi real quick? And check your mic. We do not have mic on her. Hang on, let me see if I can. All right, guys, while she's working on her mic, let's see. While she's working on her mic, we're going to go ahead and just push through some of the big topics from preseason. Has been the offensive line has been struggling, majorly struggling. But real quick, we got April back in here. April, mic check, 1, 2. Check your actual mic. Make sure it's not muted on there. Once again, guys, we do apologize. It's just not wanting us to do this today. Alright, so guys, we're going to just continue to push through here. Hopefully we can get it worked out. But anyway, so the Titans offensive line struggled straight out the gate during the preseason game against the Buccaneers. They couldn't stop a 5-year-old from sacking the quarterback, if you ask me, my opinion. But also, I want to talk about our major concerns. What are some of y'all's concerns for the Tennessee Titans this year? I'll start out. Mine is, of course, the offensive line. That is the biggest concern I have facing the Titans right now on offense and defense. I think our offensive line has shown a lot of signs of struggling and inconsistency. They've struggled keeping the quarterback protected, whether it was Woodside or Malik Willis in there. They've been showing signs of struggling. Be very interesting to see if John Robinson or Mike Vrabel might do something here to help bolster the offensive line. I know Michael Bishop from the Power Hour had mentioned somebody that would be a good good watch to keep your eye on. And I don't remember his name. So Michael from the Power Hour, if you are tuning in live to this one, which I hope you are, but if you are, let us know which offensive lineman were you talking about earlier, because I forget his name. And then April, you want to check your mic, see if we got a. And we are still not getting no sound in. Nothing. Alright guys, if y'all just give us a second here, we're working on figuring this out. Alright, so one of my concerns outside of the offensive line is something that my sister April had mentioned earlier, and that is our wide receiver room. There's a lot of questions surrounding our wide receiver group. Traylon Burks, is he going to actually be consistent or reliable enough to be a productive wide receiver in the NFL to maybe fill those shoes and void of A.J. Brown? Or is he going to be, another like Corey Davis for us? Also, Kyle Phillips, who has been phenomenal for the Tennessee Titans during this preseason time. Not only making connections with Malik Willis and Woodside, but as well as Ryan Tannehill with the ones during practice. Phillips has shown his athleticism, his quick change of direction. He even had a play last week where he made Logan Ryan from the Buccaneers look like he broke his legs, and just such a quick change of direction play. So that's going to be a really cool person to keep our eye on, especially during punt returns, but also as a slot receiver. Then you got Robert Woods, Mr. Trees, coming in off that ACL tear. He is definitely a good, reliable, wide receiver. I almost said back, sorry. He's definitely a good veteran wide receiver. And I think he's going to offer the Titans a lot, not only from an experience standpoint, but also from a playmaking standpoint. Guys, once again, do want to apologize for the technical difficulties that we are having, but we will get through this today. All right. With all that being said, guys, let's talk about Chestnut. Do y'all think that Chestnut has a chance of making the Tennessee Titans official 53-man roster? Buck Rising, I think, said it best on 104.5 The Zone and A to Z Sports, and that is, I just think there's too much or too many people in that running back room, for Chestnut to be able to make the team. I think right now what Chestnut is doing is just putting film out there for 31 other teams. I think he'll make a great back in the NFL, especially if he gets to that right team in the right situation. Chestnut would be phenomenal. Excuse me. But I'm not so sure if he has what it takes to make the Tennessee Titans official roster. So with that being said, we got my sister April back in here. We're going to try her mic one more time, see if we got her going. Mic check. Nothing? Okay. Well, we'll just carry her along for the ride for now, and hopefully we can get this worked out, either throughout this stream or, maybe before we end it or something. Hopefully we can get something figured out for y'all here. Let's see. April, if you can maybe try your computer. I know your webcam is a little worse on that. But in the meantime, guys, let us know in the comments, do y'all think Chestnut will make the official Tennessee Titans roster? With that being said, guys, we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be joining y'all back live here in about 5 minutes.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative, I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase a bag, I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch.
Need a mobile home moved, re-leveled, siding, skirting, or in-home repairs? Call Blackhawk Mobile Service and Repairs, located in Dixon, Tennessee, but can travel all over the state. Call 615-804-6175. That's 615-804-6175. Ask for Quincy and get a quote today.
I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this. I just wanna break these chains. Always asking for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once that I so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started to outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.
I'll give up everything, daunting if I can see my dream.
What's Shakin' Titans fans? Thank y'all for tuning in to What's Shakin' Titans. As always, if y'all don't mind, please, if you're watching us live right now on YouTube, take this time to hit the subscribe button. Turn on notifications to get the latest from What's Shakin' Titans, as well as give us a big fat thumbs up. That will help us out with YouTube's algorithm. That way more people get to see our video, and we'll pop up more often. If you're watching us live right now on Facebook, please take this time to share us out to your public. Share us to all your friends on Facebook. Share us to all your groups. Sharing is caring. We thank everybody for taking the time to tune in. If you don't know, we go live every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time and 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, live on YouTube and Facebook at What's Shakin' Titans.
Let's go. Yo. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last.
Need a mobile home moved, re-leveled, siding, skirting, In-home repairs, call Blackhawk Mobile Service and Repairs, located in Dixon, Tennessee, but can travel all over the state. Call 615-804-6175. That's 615-804-6175. Ask for Quincy and get a quote today.
I take shots to the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'ma do all to win it. I do what's right, push until I fall. I'm slipping to get back up, always stand tall, I'm grinning. I got cuts real deep in, bruise the squad. I had to learn how to
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into What's Shaking Titans. I'm your host, Gary Bailey. My sister is having a lot of technical difficulties, so I'm not sure she's going to be able to get back in here with us tonight. But with that being said, guys, we're going to push on through this episode. Just like our boys in Two-Tone Blue, when we face adversity here at What's Shaking Titans, we do not give up. We keep pushing forward, and we find a way. So that's what we're doing. We're going to continue with this episode. If y'all tuned into our earlier episode when we first went live, you know that my computer crashed on me. We're back up and going now. So like I said, when we face adversity, we find a way to keep going and pushing through. All right, guys. So we left off talking about our concerns, our concerns over the wide receiver battle, also the offensive line battle. I know Nick Petit-Frere has outplayed Dylan Radins this week and has earned the starting role during practice. I'm pretty sure he's going to get the call for the start in the final preseason game against the Cardinals. Titans also have hosted through yesterday and today have hosted the Arizona Cardinals for joint practice. It was a bit modified today. They really didn't practice together, the Cardinals and the Titans, but they did yesterday. It was modified so the players would stay healthy and stuff. Just Coach Vrabel being Coach Vrabel with that. With that being said, let's get on with the episode, guys. Monty Rice was placed on the PUP list. Monty Rice placed on the PUP list. So this is interesting. I don't see this being something that is going to affect the Titans negatively, down the road. I think at worst he's going to be out for 4 games for the start of the regular season. So, hopefully whatever's going on isn't serious and won't linger. So, we'll definitely be monitoring that, as well as the status of Elijah Molden, who has missed multiple practices over the last week. So as soon as we get in any sort of information regarding, those two, we will definitely share that with y'all live right here on What's Shaking Titans. And then there's a battle. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but we have a punter by the name of Stonehouse. And Stonehouse has a leg on him. This man can kick a ball. And, he's giving Brett Kern a run for his money. I would like to know, what are the Titans fans' thoughts and opinions? What if the Titans go with Stonehouse and let's go with Brett Kern, and Brett Kern goes to the Colts? How would that make y'all feel? Would y'all be angry? Would y'all be upset? Would y'all understand? Let us know right now in the comments how you would feel if Brett Kern goes to the Indianapolis Colts. I think as a Titans fan, I'd be hurt, especially after the way we lost AJ in the offseason, to the struggles that we're having on our own line. I think Kern is somebody who is very reliable and has shown that we can count on him in those tight situations. So it's going to be very interesting to see who wins out the punter battle. But if I had to say anything, I would say it's a safe bet to bet on Brett Kern. All right, guys, I'm just going through my list here, seeing what all I've covered. I probably skipped a few topics, so if I did, I do apologize. Caleb Farley has, if y'all tuned into any of our earlier episodes, y'all know that I said Caleb Farley is one of my favorite players on the Tennessee Titans. I support Caleb Farley. I've always supported him. My sister wasn't so big on him, but I am pretty big on Caleb Farley. And, to see him play the way he played against the Bucs was phenomenal for me. He balled out, and, I'm hoping that he can bring that level of consistency, day in and day out in practice as well as a live game situation, because the man is very talented and very skilled, very athletic. So it'd be awesome to see, him get that starting position. Not so sure if it's going to happen. I think, he'll probably be that third or fourth string. But, we'll have to wait and see what Coach Vrabel and John Robinson decides to do with Caleb Farley. All right, guys. Which leads us to, leads me into our last segment here, guys. This is going to be talking about the quarterback battle, so QB2 battle. So we're not talking about the starting quarterback row. We all know that that's Tannehill's job, but we're going to talk about who's going to be backing up Ryan Tannehill this year. And before we do, guys, we're going to go on a quick break. So before I do that, just want to ask all y'all to let us know in the comments below right now, who do y'all want to see as the backup quarterback behind Ryan Tannehill this year? And we'll be back live in just a few moments. It sounds like we have my sister back in here with her mic, so that's awesome. But we'll be right back after this quick break.
Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
Need a mobile home moved, re-leveled, siding, skirting, or in-home repairs? Call Blackhawk Mobile Service and Repairs. Located in Dixon, Tennessee, but can travel all over the state. Call 615-804-6175. That's 615-804-6175. Ask for Quincy and get a quote today.
But they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it.
What's shaking, Titans fan? Join us live every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time for an all-new episode of What's Shaking Titans.
I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
What's shaking, Titans fans? Are you currently watching us live on YouTube? If so, please take this time to hit the like button, as well as subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. If you're watching us live on Facebook, please take this time to share us right now to your Facebook page. Share us to your friends and your groups. Share us, sharing is caring. And we thank everybody for taking the time to tune in. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into What's Shaking Titans. I'm your host, Gary Bailey, and joining me right over here is my sister, April. So we're going to try this round 3.
Again.
So we're going to try this again. We kind of went through a lot of the topics already. So we'll just kind of skim back up, and we'll let you kind of talk about a couple of them. So real quick, I mentioned Monty Rice being put on the PUP list. What is your opinions of that?
Well, I think when we initially talked about it at the production meeting, I was like, do we even have Monty Rice? So, I don't think it's going to be a huge factor. I didn't think that it was something that was going to really affect us one way or the other. So that wasn't anything that I was surprised by. I was surprised that we picked up a DB and Ugo instead of picking up someone for the O-line because, as you know, and we agreed on, the O-line is atrocious. We cannot let Tannehill get behind it unless we're trying to get him hurt. And hopefully they end up doing so. I saw that, we spoke about Dylan Rainans kind of being, or Rands, is it Rands? Runs? Rainans? Raidens, okay. Being, kind of ousted for the job. It's going to be interesting to see on this last preseason game. They're going to be having their final notes in and out. So it's going to be interesting to see who, makes the final cut. As far as that guard position goes. So that's my breakdown of the topics.
All right. So real quick, guys, we're going to go to the comments real quick. Tennessee Kid 90, my wife, she jumped in here. She said Malik Blue Heart Cross Swords. So before April joined in here, we had pushed through to our last topic, and which was the QB2 battle. So we'll be getting right back to that, and we'll pick up where we left off here in just a second. But we want to kind of recap over a few topics real quick now that we got my sister back in here with us good. So with that being said, there's a battle taking place right now on the Tennessee Titans, April, and it's between the Titans' famous punter, Brett Kern, and new rookie punter, Stonehouse, who has a leg, might I say. A really nice leg, but maybe too much of a strong leg because he's not able to pin the ball inside the 20, but he can definitely get it about 60, 70 yards. So what is your thoughts and your opinions on that?
I didn't think it would ever be a battle, Brett Kern is absolutely one of the best. He's been one of the best in the league for many, many years. It's nice to kind of see him be challenged a little bit by this rookie. But, I don't see it being too much of a challenge. I definitely believe that Brett Kern is going to end up with that starting job. It's nice to know that we will possibly have someone – in case he does get hurt again, the injury bug hits us like it did last year, that, can do what he does, or close to what he does. But I don't see it being a huge battle.
Yeah. I know that a lot of people covering the Titans, Buck Reisen, Paul Kurhowski, I know I'm probably botching his last name, but they were talking about the Titans possibly wanting to move on from Brett Kern to save money, and if they do so, there's been rumors and talks of the Indianapolis Colts signing Brett Kern. So we're going to play a quick game of what if. So if the Indianapolis Colts was to sign Brett Kern, April, how do you think that would affect the Titans fan base?
I don't know if it would affect the fan base too much. I know I don't want to see him on another team. I don't want to go against him. We definitely don't want to see him 2 times a year. So I don't think that that's going to be a very bright decision for our front office to make. Now, have they made the brightest decisions? Not always. So, I wouldn't be surprised if this is another one of those that we're like scratching our heads at and trying to, come up with reasons why they would have possibly made this atrocious decision. But yeah, I definitely, if you're real, true fans, like hardcore fans like you and I, it's going to be a huge heartbreaker because we've loved Brett Kern for so long. He's been the leg of the Titans, and it'd just be horrible to see him go because he is so good. But as far as like your newcomer fans, the fans that are here for Henry or Malik or something like that, it probably wouldn't be a big deal to them.
Yeah. Well, I would have to say I feel maybe a little opposite on that. And the reason behind me feeling a little opposite is, with the recent loss of A.J. Brown and the way all that played out, I think that in this situation, if we lose another, because let's face it, Brett Kern is one of our key players. He has been a key piece to our success, being able to pin the opponent's offense down in their own red zone, has definitely helped our Titans defense over the years. But when you take that and you add it to how we lost A.J. Brown, I think the fan base might be a pretty upset, especially when the player goes from your team to a division opponent's team. I think if the Titans were smart, they would do everything in their power to make sure that he doesn't go to the Colts, but that he goes somewhere outside of the division, just so that way we didn't have to face him in the division. But, honestly, I see the Titans keeping Kern. I think you just pay that price for him because of what he can provide to, the Tennessee Titans as a whole. Real quick, I want to go back to the comments. Our mom, Sandy Bailey, we went to shout her out last time and computer crashed. So she said, sorry, I lost y'all. So thank you, Mom, for tuning in. Glad we were able to get that one to pop up that time and the computer not crash. So we're getting somewhere, guys. So with all that being said, we talked about the offensive line. We have talked about the wide receiver group. We have talked about people going on the PUP list. We talked about the punters. And I think now it's time to get on to one more topic before we get on to the main topic here. And the next topic is Caleb Farley. Of course, everybody, like I said earlier, if y'all tuned into any of our earlier episodes, y'all would know that I've really been big on Caleb Farley from the start. I think I've always said that, with time and once he got comfortable at playing the position in the NFL, that he was going to excel. And I think we got to see the first glimpse of that, versus the Buccaneers during the preseason. He was making plays all over the field for the Tennessee Titans, even when the ball wasn't even going to him. He would break his coverage and be able to make a play on the ball, which was something phenomenal to see that level of intensity come from him. So April, what are some of your opinions on Caleb Farley this year so far?
Caleb this year is playing definitely to the ability that we drafted him to play. It's really good to see him as a corner coming in and really taking command of his position. He has put on that athletic body style. He looks like he's a lot more in shape. It looks like he has fully recovered from that knee injury. So I'm really excited to see this year him come along, kind of like a Christian Fulton. And, with Fulton, kind of being on the opposite or the other side across from him. So it's going to be really fun to watch those two, in our backfield. So I'm really excited for Caleb.
Definitely. I think Caleb is going to be somebody to keep an eye on this year, and definitely moving forward, as he continues to grow and get more comfortable on the field. Well, guys, so it's time. I've been waiting for this. I hinted about it earlier. We started to talk about it. It's time. It's time to talk about the quarterbacks and the battle for QB2. We did a poll on Twitter, which if you tuned into our live game reactions, Tennessee Titans versus Buccaneers game last Saturday, we posted that poll. 97% of Tennessee Titan fans have said that they want to see Music City Malik be the starter behind Ryan Tannehill this year. And so far throughout Titans training camp, Malik Willis has come in. He has showed what he's capable of. He's shown his roof. He's also showed, things that he needs to work on. But I think it's very important that we note that, it was very stern when he came in here that he was going to be a third string, and then very quickly got elevated to that second string spot where he's been taking second team reps for the last 2 weeks. And not only that, but at Malik Willis's worst, he's been outplaying Logan Woodside at Logan Woodside's best. I'm really excited with what I see from Malik Willis. Coach Vrabel actually spoke really highly of him today in today's press conference, and we actually have a clip of that, which we will get to y'all here in just a second. But before we do that, let's bring April in here and see what her opinions on the battle for QB2 is right now.
First of all, I don't think it's a battle. I think it's gonna be Malik. I want to be careful. I don't want to say that we're seeing Woodside at his best, because I don't know that. I don't know what Woodside looks like at his best because we never get it. I do know that he's still with us for a reason. Maybe they see something more in him at practice than we see, because I couldn't tell you why. I don't know why Woodside is still here. I think I made the comment the other day, I'm surprised that he wasn't cut the first Tuesday. I spoke with Lee from 615 Podcast, and he was shocked at the same thing, that Woodside was not gone the first week or so, and it could be very well just Vrabel being Vrabel and trying not to jump to a decision. But I don't know if it goes deeper than that. I want to say that it does, but I'm not a professional. To me, it goes as far as, so it's okay to model your habits after a good person. It's okay to want to be like someone that's successful in your business. But I think for Vrabel, if Malik ends up not being too, and that's a big if, which I'm sure he will end up being too, it could be very dangerous because he has this certain type of quarterback in his mind that he is trying to model after from Bill Belichick, and that quarterback is a pocket passer, very Tom Brady-like, very Ryan Tannehill-like. And, of course, Malik Willis, he's different. And it's different in a good way. And I don't want to say it's a bad thing at all. I just hope that him being, Malik does not keep him from being second string because he doesn't fit into the quarterback prototype that Vrabel may be looking for. Now, I know that Vrabel has spoke highly of him and things like that. Of course, you can't say, look at a good quarterback and say he's bad, like everybody has eyes. But he may not be the quarterback that Vrabel's looking for.
Yeah.
And he can try to turn him into that, but I don't want him to turn him into that to the fact that he loses who Malik is as a player.
Yeah. So
hopefully he does.
I would like to say, I don't know if you got to listen to the press conference from today, but if you listen to the press conference from today, which we do have clips of, and we'll be playing a clip here in a second. But Vrabel gets in there, and he references that, realizing that, hey, that there's a list of quarterbacks out there who are able to make plays outside of the pocket with their legs and their eyes and their arms downfield. Specifically naming Josh Allen as one of them. Saying that he makes a living outside of the pocket. So I wouldn't say that it's not Vrabel's type of quarterback. I think when we first had Malik come in, Vrabel was very harsh on him. And that's just something you do see with a lot of coaches and rookie quarterbacks. And it's just something that kind of helps push them along. And then once we had that first preseason game, their tune started changing. And then you see the progress that he's made between the first game and the second game. And you actually got to see a lot of that growth happen live on the field, which was awesome. And then you fast forward to where we are now, and he is just constantly every day out there showing improvement. Like I said, Vrabel spoke very highly of him for the first time today. Which kind of just kind of caught me. I was just like, whoa. Usually it's always, well, he has this, yeah, he did that good, but he needs to work on this. But this time, Vrabel, was really in tune with what he was saying. I will say, if you have not had the time to check out, it's a show called The Install, and it's with Buck Reisen, and there's an old coach who does it with him, and I'm drawing a blank on his name. But go check it out. You should be able to find a link through 104.5, the Zone's YouTube page. It's called The Install, and they talk about today. Or actually it was yesterday, but it was released today. But they talked about yesterday the Tennessee Titans QB2 spot, and the coach had got on there and was talking about the way the Titans have gone about doing everything. With Malik Willis over the last 2 weeks, allowing him to get the majority of the snaps and targets during practice as well as training camp game or preseason games. Basically saying that the Tennessee Titans are actually prepping Malik Willis for that second stream start behind Ryan Tannehill, because at the end of the day, he said, let's face it, who do you think the Titans truly want backing up Ryan Tannehill? It's hands down Malik Willis. Malik Willis has a better arm. He has better athleticism. He's improving at a lot higher rate than what we have gotten out of Woodside, and we've had Woodside for 3 years, and there just really hasn't been that growth that like you need to be a starting quarterback or even a backup quarterback in the NFL. So it's going to be interesting to see. I know a lot of the Titans fan base are split on this. A lot of y'all feel that Logan Woodside gives y'all the best chance at backing up Ryan Tannehill. And then you got all the other fans like me who think that our best chance, if Ryan Tannehill goes down, is definitely going to be Malik Willis. And a lot of my opinions on that is just you have to be able to deliver the ball 15 yards down the field to your receiver without underthrowing it, And you could say, well, he was under pressure all you want. All I got to refer to you to on that is refer back to the Tennessee Titans live look-ins on practices with the Bucks as well as the Cardinals, and watch some of the passes that he's made in that, and you'll see that he's throwing balls short constantly, even throughout camp when they have zero pressure coming towards the quarterback at all. So there's no excuse for him underthrowing the football the way he has been. And I think a lot of that has to do with Malik Willis. I think the level of that competition might have actually, instead of affecting Ryan Tannehill, backfired and affected Logan Woodside badly, And I'm not trying to say it should have affected Tannehill badly. That came out wrong. But, you normally see it affect either the starting quarterback in a positive way or a negative way. But here we're not seeing it affect Tannehill, as much as we're seeing it really affect Logan Woodside. So yeah, that's going to be something we, have to keep our eye on going forward. But real quick, guys, we're going to play a quick video for y'all. And this is from the Tennessee Titans press conference from today when Coach Vrabel was asked about Malik Willis.
Aside from any numbers, results, or anything, what have you seen Malik improve on over the last 2.5 weeks or so now that he's got a couple of games under his belt?
Well, we talked about, there was times that, we never want him to be a sitting duck, but there's also a progression. I've seen him work through his progression. I've seen him improve his timing. And then I've seen him, being able to slide up in the pocket. He hit Hassan when he slid up, and then he slid up and was able to attack the defense. And that's where you can make a lot of damage, in this league. And then if you go out, the back of the pocket, using numerous quarterbacks as an example, but Josh Allen's made a living, going out and making plays out of the pocket and throwing the ball downfield and keeping his eyes downfield. But there's also a time to get in and break it down a defense and then make sure protecting yourself and the equipment.
How much has his footwork and throwing motion improved over the course of this camp from going back to when you first drafted?
It's just a daily progression. It's all the individual drills that sometimes you see, it carry over and look just like, we want it to look and he wants it to look. And there's other times where, some of those movements probably may force an errant throw, a high ball, one that, lands short, and then the accuracy. So there's been a lot of improvement, and we just are going to keep working and, excited for him on Saturday as well.
And so there you go, guys. That was head coach Mike Vrabel today at the podium for the Tennessee Titans press conference shortly after the last joint practice between the Cardinals and the Tennessee Titans. Before we continue on, let's go to our comments here. And Sandy Bailey says, I agree with you on the Logan Woodside thing. And yeah, there's a lot of Titans fans who probably do agree with me, as well as there's probably Titans fans out there who don't agree. And that's okay, But when it comes to doing a podcast, I am going to give you all my thoughts, my opinions, whether it is taken kindly or not. Part of what we do here as podcasters, and covering the Tennessee Titans is we give our observations, our thoughts, and our opinions, our takes on this. So, of course, there's going to be some things that people don't agree with us about. But, that's just the name of the game. It's just a part of it. We just keep moving and keep plowing. So, April, what do you think about what Coach Vrabel had to say in that press conference?
I'm sure it was true. You know, looking at it from a coach's point of view, you know, he's always going to have good things to say about his players, and that's a good thing. But I had a question for you. So if we're going to do a what if,
Okay.
you know, and you have with the Titans, you have to be ready for anything because they throw it up in the air. Not that this is going to happen. This is the huge what if. But what if they decide Malik is quarterback too? How do you think that that's going to be recepted? And like, what would your reasoning be for that?
Oh, so as QB2, Malik as QB2.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. If Woodside is QB2.
Oh, so if Logan Woodside gets put at QB2, I think that you're going to have the majority of your Titans fan base pretty outraged. Just because Logan Woodside has not showed us nothing new or nothing sustainable to sustain you at a backup position. In other words, and I'm not trying to be mean to the man, but it was best said by Coach Mack, I think, was the one who said it. And that is, you know, Woodside just don't have what it takes to be a starter quarterback in the NFL. You know, and yeah, we're talking about the QB2 position, but let's break that down. So your QB2 goes in if something happens to your QB1 and he's taken out. So if Tannehill goes down, we put Logan Woodside in. Logan Woodside he does not have what it takes to win you know, quality NFL games, or even those like low, you know, games that against non-quality teams that, you know, Tennessee Titans always drop anyway somehow. Like the Jets last year. But, you know, honestly, I have a hard time seeing that being the path of that Vrabel and John Robinson chooses. You know, especially with the amount of reps that has been taken away from Woodside. And just the
we know that's probably not the case, but what if it is? Like, what do you think? Like, what would be the reasoning we would be able to get on here and talk about him being two?
I mean, honestly, I could give you one reason to start him over Malik. And that refers back to what I said, is even at Malik Willis's worst, he's playing better than Logan Woodside plays at his best. And I say his best, and when I compare the best part, I'm talking about when we first got Woodside and he beat all those people out 3 years ago during preseason. You know, we seen a good Logan Woodside. Last year, we really didn't get that fiery spark from him. And then this year, Lord, I think that just the pressure of Malik has gotten to him. He's underthrowing just about every other pass, putting the ball in harm's way. You know, a lot of these passes, I know 2 of his 3 interceptions could have been, you know, passes that if he would have put or been able to put more arm behind it and put more air underneath it, it would have been completions. Man. So my what if, here's my what if. The only way I see that happening is John Robinson and Mike Vrabel both have a stroke, and then we get a random coach off the street.
I mean, I agree. I definitely see Malik as number 2 as well. But sometimes, you know, you never know. Just like we didn't see the AJ trade coming, and you know, we get hit by it. So, you know.
Yeah, and you know, I like to say real quick as well. You know that it's not because I'm just like a big Malik Willis fan or anything. I'm just giving y'all my honest opinion on what I'm seeing out of the quarterback position, you know, and that's why I also restated multiple times that our number 1 is Ryan Tannehill this year. He is our clear-cut number 1 quarterback. You know, I don't see even Willis, if he was a little bit further ahead of where he is now, I still don't see him being at that spot where he could compete with Tannehill yet. And besides, I think even if he was, I think you still want to give him that year to kind of sit. It seems to be that is the recipe for success in the NFL. So, it's something that is very interesting. I'm really excited to, just kind of follow this. Really excited for the game that is going to be on Saturday, the Tennessee Titans versus the Cardinal at 6 p.m. I think Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do know it's 6 my time. So, yeah, it's 6 p.m. Central. So with all that being said, guys, I would like to take and use this time to talk about the game. So if y'all don't know, we have actually recently started our live game reaction, post-game reaction videos. We did the first preseason game and the second preseason game. And we're going to keep that tradition going as we carry it into the third preseason game this Saturday. So if you tune in to What's Shaking Titans live on YouTube, not Facebook, but YouTube, because I'll only be going live on YouTube for this, you'll be able to catch us for a live game reaction, post-game reaction, where we'll be doing a live commentary of the Tennessee Titans game. So definitely be tuning in. We will be going live 30 minutes before the game. So we'll be live at 5:30 p.m. Central Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. As well as if you like what you watch here at What's Shaking Titans, or if you just want to be a part of this channel and watch us grow, or even be a part of helping us grow, just continue to support us by giving us your likes, your subscribing, turning on notifications, sharing, all that stuff. We definitely want to thank everybody for showing us that support. We go live every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So definitely tune in live every Thursday to get an all-new episode of What's Shaking Titans. April, is there anything else you would like to talk about before we close out today's episode?
No, I think we got a lot of good topics in. My son has a junior pro game, so I will not be on the live feed on Saturday. I wish I was. So my first live feed will be Sunday. It'll be the real deal, September 11th, against the Giants at 3:25. Really excited about that. Actually, I can't wait. I can't believe how many we start off with 2 primetime games. We've got 3:25 with the Giants, and then turn around and got the Bills on Monday night. So they're putting a lot of pressure on us. I hope that we can live up to it. I hope our line lives up to it, and we'll see. We'll see. We got 2 weeks till it's football time in Tennessee.
Definitely. Really excited. Can't wait to bring y'all all that content, and as well as future episodes from What's Shaking Titans. Real quick, guys. So, if y'all don't know, we have a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Anchor. You could find links to all of our social media page in the description below, as well as you'll find a link to our official What's Shaking Titans website. Definitely check us out on all our different platforms to get the latest from What's Shaking Titans. Guys, we want to thank everybody who tuned back in live with us here tonight after we had the computer crash and a live stream cut off. So we thank everybody for taking the time to tune in. We'll be catching y'all live in 2 days, Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time for our live game coverage of the Tennessee Titans versus Cardinals preseason game 3. With that being said, guys, everybody, we hope y'all have a blessed day. We love you guys. We'll catch y'all later.